Chase Elliott fans are growing frustrated, and Ram's 2026 NASCAR return may have just been leaked. How's it going, y'all? My name is Eric. Welcome to Out of the Groove. Eagle-eyed NASCAR fans spotted what appears to be a Ram NASCAR truck in the background of a random YouTube video before the YouTube video got taken down or edited to blur the background truck. We'll talk about that in just a moment, but first, this episode is sponsored by Horizon Hobby. They sent me a 2025 Losi Joey Logano 1/12 scale RC car, and this thing is so much fun. True hobby grade quality, high speed, high performance. It's durable, which, believe me, I've put to the test the way I drive. These cars are upgradable, repairable, totally customizable. There are different parts, accessories, tires you can upgrade with. These Losi NASCAR cars are fully licensed. I mean, they look like the real deal. Several different drivers are available. If you click the link down below, head to horizonhobby.com. You can pick up the Ryan Blaney version, which I believe is a Horizon Hobby exclusive. The Logano car, Chase Elliott, others are available at other hobby shops across the nation. Find your state, see if you can find a shop close to you. These kits are extremely popular. They go extremely quick. Again, click the link down below to learn more. Thank you to Horizon Hobby and Losi for supporting NASCAR and supporting the show. I'm excited to honestly wrap up this video because I want to go take this thing for another spin. But duty calls. We need to talk about Ram returning to NASCAR. So here's what's happening. This morning, the YouTube channel Auto Buyer's Guide posted a video from, I guess, Ram HQ showing off the new Ram Hemi V8. But in the background, fans, I saw this first on NASCAR Reddit, noticed what appears to be a NASCAR truck lingering on the showroom floor. The video in question was quickly privated once that clip began to make the rounds. It's been re-uploaded now, and I'll put a link to it down in the description below, but now the parts with the NASCAR truck in the background have either been edited out or blurred from our view. So essentially this confirms that yes, that is a NASCAR Ram Craftsman truck. Yes, Ram is returning to the NASCAR Truck Series, likely for 2026. A lot of fans have noted that Ram has some sort of big announcement scheduled for this Sunday. Where is NASCAR racing this Sunday? Michigan. Where is Ram and many other American automakers based? Michigan. So it's no coincidence. I would be shocked if there is not a NASCAR component to Sunday's Ram announcement. Catch Fence reported months ago that Ram was seriously interested in re-entering the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, potentially a precursor for Dodge, one of Stellantis' other brands, to re-enter the Cup Series in the next few years. This week, Sports Business Journal reported that Cletus McFarland could be part of this campaign as Ram's celebrity driver team ambassador. These reports are very, very real, and now, based on this innocuous YouTube video, it seems like Ram's NASCAR re-entry is confirmed. Of course, no official announcement has been made, but the fact that they took the video down and then re-edited it after, the leak gained traction, to me, that's an admission of not guilt. No one's guilty of anything. It's just an admission that, yeah, that truck was real. That is a Ram truck, and hey, you're not supposed to see that just yet. Finally, after years and years and years and years of chatter, the fourth manufacturer is real. It's not just a figment of Steve Phelps's imagination. Ram is this close to re-entering the Craftsman Truck Series, and all reports indicate Dodge may not be far behind. Very excited for the announcement this week. I wonder if there'll be any team announcements. We'll have to wait and see, but just wanted to react to that leak that's swept across the NASCAR side of social media this morning. But now, because I'm here, because I fired up the camera, the recording stuff, I want to talk about Hendrick Motorsports for a minute, because I've seen the frustration from Chase Elliott fans in particular the past few days after an average 15th place run at Nashville. I think a lot of Elliott fans are finally fed up. 15th isn't terrible, and Chase Elliott is still top 5 in points, mainly because he has 0 DNFs this year. He's finished top 20 in every single race. Very consistent. But 15th place isn't great either when you consider his teammate William Byron ran top 5 all night, and his other teammate Kyle Larson finished 8th despite numerous in-race setbacks. So I can see the frustration from Chase Elliott fans beginning to set in. I saw it in the chat during our live stream last night. I've seen it in my comment section, my Twitter mention. I've seen it in my DMs. Just in the last day, I received several DMs. I'm not kidding. One of them says, "What are the chances we see Elliott with a new crew chief?" Another one reads, a question about Chase Elliott. What is actually going on? I wish I knew. I can just tell you what I see. Since the start of 2023, Kyle Larson has 13 wins, Byron 10, while Chase Elliott and Alex Bowman have 1 points-paying win apiece. I'm going to loop Alex Bowman in here because there's always been this stigma around what people perceive to be the fourth Hendrick car. And right now I think Chase Elliott and Alex Bowman, the 9 and the 48, are vying for that unpopular position. Chase Elliott has been more consistent than Alex Bowman, but in my opinion, Bowman has actually shown us that he has a slightly higher ceiling. Like, they've been faster. Elliott's best finish this year is fourth, and he's only led 76 laps thus far. Whereas Alex Bowman has a second place finish at Homestead Miami Speedway and has led 110 laps. Both are sitting at 0 stage wins. They both have very similar stage points this year, 83 versus 85. They both have 7 top 10 finishes, and both could find themselves on the playoff bubble later this summer. Chase Elliott in the media center pre-Nashville this past weekend talked about that.
I want to be in the group of people of how many playoff points do you have? You know, not just barely getting in. So that's just our expectations and goals are above that. We want to not find ourselves in a tough position, you know, come the end of week 26 or whatever.
Look, I don't think Chase Elliott is in any serious danger of missing the playoffs this season. It would take several surprise winners over the summer for his playoff hopes to be truly in jeopardy. But to Elliott's point, that's not what we should be talking about. That's not the number 9 team's goal. Their goal isn't just to make the playoffs. Like he said, their goal is to contend, win races, win stages. The conversation should be, how many playoff points can you collect? Can you be a top 5 seed once the playoffs begin? Yes, Chase Elliott was very consistent last fall and made his way into the round of 8. That's really good. That's indicative of a strong season, but it's been almost 3 years since Chase Elliott last went to the championship 4. Remember, he went to 3 straight championship races from 2020 to 2022. He hasn't been back since. Friend of the show, Auto Racing Analytics, posted this yesterday showing who's been the worst on restarts this year. And as you can see, Chase Elliott is 32nd in net positions and is 33rd in position retention rate. He's back there with a rookie, Legacy Motor Club, Cody Ware. No disrespect to those guys, but that's not exactly elite company. So I mentioned that DM I got about the crew chief. Yeah, there's potentially some real pressure on Alan Gustafson now. He's an industry veteran, won a lot of races. He has a championship trophy in his trophy case, but there could be some real pressure on the crew chief now. But there's also pressure on Chase to hold up his end. He's struggling on restarts. That's something he himself needs to pick it up on. To the point, though, of overall speed, the 9 has lagged behind his teammates, especially at the traditional intermediate ovals. My friends at wintherace.info, who dive into the data every single week, have Alex Bowman ranked 7th and Chase Elliott ranked 13th in true performance at intermediate tracks this season. Meanwhile, their teammates Larson and Byron are 1-2. To Elliott's credit, though, at short tracks, Win the Race has him ranked 3rd, which makes sense because we've talked about how good Elliott was at Bowman Gray in the preseason, how good he was at Martinsville. Short tracks with soft tires that wear, that's still in Chase Elliott's wheelhouse. That's still where he excels. So my take on Chase Elliott, he's going to make the playoffs this year, but that's not the goal. The goal is a deep playoff run, and right now I'm not sure this team is capable of making a deep playoff run. I know he's top 5 in points. I know he did win an exhibition race just a few months ago, but the lack of overall speed is concerning. I think sooner rather than later, Hendrick Motorsports will feel the pressure to shake things up. Is that a new crew chief? Is that something changing behind the scenes? Is that a Monday through Friday like process, prep, procedure? Something needs to get shaken up over there because this performance, while not terrible, is not up to Chase Elliott's usual standard, and it's been this way now really ever since he broke his leg 2 years ago, more than 2 years ago. And just to be clear, I don't think him breaking his leg is why he's struggling. I think he's fully healed, fully recovered from that injury. I just think it's a combination of not being too comfortable in the next gen car. Maybe there's a communication breakdown. I mean, just restarts, as we saw the data, Chase has struggled there. It's a combination of factors. I'm not blaming the injury, but my point is Chase Elliott is young, good, too good to be this average at intermediate tracks. But now transitioning briefly to Alex Bowman. A lot of fans noted this photo on pit road Sunday night at Nashville of Chad Knaus, Hendrick VP, talking to Carson Hocevar after Hocevar's runner-up finish. Spire has a relationship with Hendrick. Is this photo fueling the Hocevar to Hendrick rumors? Could he replace Alex Bowman, whose contract is up after 2026? Here's the thing about Alex Bowman. I was a big believer coming into this year, but the past few weeks have been extremely disappointing. While Chase Elliott doesn't have tremendous speed, but has been very consistent, Alex Bowman has been wildly inconsistent. Dude needs to learn how to put a full race together. Darlington got into the wall, bent a toe link. Charlotte spun out. Nashville got loose, wrecked. 3 races, 3 top 10, potentially top 5 runs thrown away due to driver error. Alex Bowman is on the playoff bubble now. I believe he is 14th on the playoff grid. Top 16 qualify. He's got, I think, a 45-point cushion. A long way to go. I still like Bowman's odds of making the playoffs, but that we're having this conversation is once again very, very concerning. I thought Bowman was turning a corner last year in the playoffs, that really solid run. He almost made the round of 8. Technicality took him out. Opened up this year with some really good runs. That second place finish at Homestead almost beat Kyle Larson at his own game. I was really feeling Alex Bowman in mid-March. Thought he was legitimately a regular season championship threat, top 5 in points guy. And it's all come undone in the past couple of months. So that's where Alex Bowman needs to focus. Finish races. Because that team, I think, actually has a little more speed overall than Chase Elliott's team. Bowman's just not getting the finishes right now. And the pit crew has cost him some key moments as well. Like, it's not all the driver, but the driver has made a few notable errors in recent weeks. So who's the 4th Hendrick car right now? I would argue it's probably the 9 overall. They are the 4th car. The problem is Alex Bowman lately has been driving like the 4th Hendrick driver. So in other words, they continue to go back and forth. They are still not in William Byron or Kyle Larson's league. And that's surprising considering how buttoned up Hendrick Motorsports has been over the past few years. So I want to hear your take. Just wanted to talk a little about Elliott Bowman because I see the frustration. Vent if you have to, but I want to hear what you think down in the comment section below. That's going to do it for this episode, folks. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more NASCAR news, content, commentary, race reactions, and so much more every day, every week, all year long. I really and truly appreciate your support. Have a great rest of your day, folks. I will talk with you again soon. Thanks again for watching.